Hello everyone, welcome to yet another tutorial. Today we are going to look at the 2D interface of Blender and create a very simple animation to get started with. So let's see how 2D animation works in Blender. So once you open Blender, I'm generally used to going to File, New, General, but this time we're going to use 2D animation. Okay, and if you zoom out, you will see that there is a particular canvas size. This canvas size depends on the output, and if you want like a square output, you can use 1080, but we are going to use 1280 by 720. And then the canvas size color is white, which depends on this environment color. So if you want to change the color of the environment, you can do that as well. Okay, now there is a pencil selected, and there's the radius of the pencil and the strength of the pencil. So if you draw a line is created based on the radius and the strength of that pencil. So if you go to the materials, you'll see there are a bunch of materials. So I'm going to delete all these materials and create a new material so we understand how these materials work. And I will name this blue. We'll change the color of this to blue. Okay, and you can see that whatever you have created has become blue now. I will use the erase tool, and we can increase the size and print to 100, and then we can erase something real quickly. So now the strength is going to be 100, and I'm going to use a radius of 120 so we can draw something with the blue color. Now if you want an orange color or some other color, we'll add a new material and make it orange, and then you get orange color line. Okay, now if you click on pencil, there is different options. The first one is airbrush, and if you click, a new material is added now. The only difference is the line type. It is dots. This was a line. Okay, so we will name this blue shade. We'll change the color of this to blue. Okay, now what if you wanted an orange shade? So we didn't rename this to orange. This is going to be an orange shade. Okay, and if you see, even though this material is selected, it is still creating a blue line because for some reason it is pinned. So if you unpin it, then you can create orange airbrush. Okay, and then you can experiment with the different types of brushes. I like this brush, and I'm going to use the blue color. Then we'll increase the thickness to 120. And then because the auto key is on, we can now create something. Okay, then if you can go to modify panel, we will click on build, and it will start from 0 to 100, and it will build the text. Okay, So if you make it 0 to 2, say let us make it 30 for example, it will speed up the animation. Okay. There are different options here. So if you use concurrent and 120, you get a different look to your animation. Okay, so speed it up to 60. Okay, you can add a fade effect. Then you can increase the fade factor, and you can play with the thickness, opacity, and other things to get some interesting looks to your animation. You can do a shrink, so you can inverse what you're doing, or you can grow, or you can do additive, or sequential. Okay, so that's the basics of 2D in Blender. You can see that in the 3D space you have created 2D text and you have animated it. Okay, but the important thing to note is that this is not a mesh or a 3D object, it is a stroke. And then from drawing mode you can go to object mode, and then you can use your other tools which can make it rotate or scale and things like that. Okay, at the same time keeping the animation through the modifier, and then you can render it as you would render normally in Blender. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you very much.